Well, hello. How are we doing today? Let's see if everything is working. Where's my OBS? There you go. I think there's sound. I can see myself. Awesome. Whew. All right. How's everyone doing? Who do we have in here today? Let me know. Let me know. It's a little bit later than I usually do. Usually I'm here at like 6 o'clock my time. I'm currently in the Netherlands, so it's like 8 o'clock p.m. right now. Usually I do it a little bit earlier, but this time I just had something else going on, so I wasn't really able to get on at 6 o'clock. But yeah, let's see if we can get some more people right now at 8 o'clock. All right, so we're just going to do probably about 1 hour. I'm not going to be on too long, I believe. Just going to go through a few of my stocks. Didn't really prepare, but just going to go through some technical analysis. See if you have any questions, if you have any suggestions for beautiful Spax to look at. Let's actually open up a few tabs that could be useful to us. Let's see, what is this? Spax site will be converting to a paywall model. What? Are you kidding me? No way. Oh, well, that's sad to see. So yeah, this was the website that I've been using to track all these Spax. And apparently you're going to have to pay for this in a few days. Let's see how to join. Create an account, get started. I'm wondering to see. Oh, first I need to make an account. Daily updates. Isn't there like? I want to know how. Oh, look at this. $39 per month. That's a little bit. That's a little bit. What do you call it? Expensive. Yeah, I honestly don't think I'm going to pay $39 per month. They probably should have done this like 2 or 3 months ago and maybe make it a little bit cheaper as well. Because I've been using this website a lot, but I kind of think that a lot of, what do you call it? A lot of Spax are getting a little bit less traction nowadays, I believe. So I think that they might be a little bit late with this whole premium payment plan. And I'm kind of wondering if Spax are still going to be around in like, I don't know, half a year or something like that. It's going to be interesting to see. But yeah, this is unfortunate to see that this is going to be a complete payment system. I'm not sure if the entire system is going to be behind a paywall or... Let's see, daily updates, spec profiles. Yeah, it looks like everything is going to be behind a paywall, so that's kind of annoying. Okay, okay. Sad to see. That's a sad start of my day. Whatever. I mean, they have to make money as well, right? So I definitely understand it, but like, unfortunate. Anyways, we're probably going to take a look and take advantage of the information they still have for free. So we'll see if we have some more Spax suggestions coming in. How's everyone doing? How is your Sunday going? What's up, OG? CLII, still a goodbye. EV go. Let's actually take a look. So, of course, let's see. CLI, what was my price target for that one? Yeah, so it was a little bit on the lower end compared to the other charging stations like EV Box and ChargePoint, of course, because CLI EV Go doesn't have as many charging stations as EV Box and ChargePoint have. But I think it's still a solid company to be investing in for the long term, especially for the long term, right? Because, I mean, short term, anything can happen. I'm not sure if they have like a date already for their merger. Let's actually take a look if we can find anything about that. No, so it looks like they don't have any date yet. And that's interesting. Why do they say like 2000? It's probably a typo, but yeah, it's probably going to be somewhere in Q2 of this year, of course. Apparently it was even within their investor presentation. Well, it doesn't really matter. It's probably going to be somewhere in like, what is it today? 21st of March. I'd kind of suggest like April, May, maybe. Anyways, is it still a good buy? Well, I think it's fine. I think, honestly, there are better charging stations, like Spax. I think DPGY is still one of the best ones, in my personal opinion. And I've been adding to my position here as well. I think the fair price per share is higher than where we are right now, and this is probably also going to be one of the leaders in the charging space, especially within Europe. And they're also going to go abroad, of course, to the United States. But yeah, CLLI, I mean, it's close to, I would say fair value maybe. I mean, if the fair value is actually correct, if my calculations were correct, then the midpoint valuation is like $13 and the high estimate is like $17.50. So currently it's sitting at $11.90. So there could definitely be some upside. I don't think it's a bad investment, but there might be better ones. There might be better ones. I kind of think that TPGY is still a better one. And SMPR, how is that one doing? SMPR is over here. I kind of think that SMPR might also be a better one compared to CLLI, you know? Because I think what I like about SMPR is their model where they use these advertising screens. And yeah, I really like that, the advertising stuff. It's awesome to see they combine that with their EV charging stations. And I kind of think that with regards to like the amount of charging stations Volta has and EVgo has, they might be similar, but I might be completely mistaken with that. But I kind of have the feeling that they both have a couple of thousand charging stations on the road, or whatever you want to call it. So again, yeah, I think long term it's probably not a bad investment, but there might be better opportunities. That's my summary of that. What's up, Summonath? I hope I'm not butchering your name. It's actually an interesting, cool name, by the way. Good afternoon. Purchased THBR in the semi. Thought it's undervalued. Yeah, I think I made a video about that quite a while ago already. Yeah, it's over here. So in that video, I said that the midpoint valuation was around $17, just according to those valuation videos calculations that I did. And of course, well, these could be entirely wrong, right? You can check out my video, check out what you think, what you believe are fair multiples, for example, because I'm not entirely sure what kind of multiples I used, and I'm honestly not entirely sure how big Indie is compared to the other semiconductor companies. But I do think it's honestly undervalued right now, if I would have to guess, and also based on my calculations, it would indicate that it is undervalued if it is trading at, let's actually pull it up. THBR is trading at 1050 more or less. And yeah, if the midpoint valuation is at $17, then I kind of think that it is still a solid play. And you purchased at 1055, so I honestly think it's a good play. I actually want to pull up maybe the investor presentation for a second. THBR. Because I can't really remember how... Oh, they don't have a presentation over here. Let's actually do it differently then. I can't exactly remember how much like revenue they have currently, how... what do you call it? How big of a proven track record they already have. That's what I'm kind of wondering. THBR. But I do think the semiconductor industry is definitely a good industry to look at. I did a video about European stocks a while ago, or like a few weeks ago. And one of those stocks is a company called ASML, which is a Dutch company. It's quite a massive company. And oh, let's actually pull up the Dutch exchange. Probably is the same price anyways, but yeah, this is a semiconductor company as well. They have a market cap of $193 billion. So it's a massive company already, but they do have a lot of demand right now, and they have solid revenue. And yeah, this looks like a beautiful semiconductor company. Of course, THBR is a little bit, well, quite a bit smaller, but still a very interesting company to look at. Let's see, this should be the investor presentation. Yes, it is. What's up, Nick? How you doing, man? I'll get to your question in a second. And someone have also said that's the only semiconductor play in the Spac market, I guess. Could very well be. Could very well be. I'm not sure if... let's actually just take a look. Let's see if we can find some information. Because I honestly don't... I made this video when... Yeah, in January, so like the 10th of January. And yeah, I can't really remember what kind of stuff they do, what kind of revenue they have, what kind of competitors they have. But I do think that I would be bullish on the semiconductor industry as a total. So it looks like this is their revenue. Yeah, sometimes I'm struggling a little bit with these projections in the future, because as you can see, well, in fiscal year 2019, they had 23 million in revenue, and 2020, 23 million as well. And in 2021 and the rest, they project to scale up very massively. The question is, are they actually going to be able to execute on their mission on their plans, because that is of course going to be the the crux, the main question you have to ask for yourself with these companies that expect to have very high growth but don't have that much of a proven track record just yet. I mean, it's cool that they do have some revenue. That's very cool, of course, and it's good to see that they have 2 billion in a backlog as well, 2 billion in revenue in backlog with 28 customer contracts. So that honestly does seem pretty solid. So that's pretty good. Do they have a comparison with other companies? That would be my second. Yeah, exactly. So I honestly don't really know these companies as well, but they seem to be all semiconductor companies. And I'm not sure if one of these is a SPAC or not. Probably not, to be honest with you. I don't really recall any names from this list of semiconductor companies, but you probably know that better than I do. All right, what's up, Nick? What do you think of AABB? They're making a lot of. They're making a token like Bitcoin backed by gold. Okay, that's interesting. Haven't heard about it. Haven't heard about it. It's going strong. It's going very strong. So it looks like a very small company. I'm not sure if the actual market cap is correct. Let's actually pull up. No, not YouTube. I want to go to Yahoo Finance. That was my plan. And I want to go to AABB. It's a pretty good ticker symbol to have. Easy to remember. Yeah, so it looks like they have a relatively small company of about 200 billion, a million with an M in market cap. So that's, of course, yeah, usually a little bit riskier. And you're saying that they have a token, or they're making a token like Bitcoin, so a crypto backed by gold. Okay, that's interesting. My question to you would be, what is the what do you call it? What is the advantage of a token that is backed by gold instead of having just a gold ETF, for example, that tracks the price of gold? I would like to know that, but it sounds pretty interesting because it's definitely not something that is not something that a lot of companies do. So this is easier broadband token. Do they have? I suppose this is their website. Fine gold. All right. Take a sip of my water. So this is funny. I mean, they're called Asia Broadband. Okay, so they have a research company that focuses on precious metals for Asian markets, but they're based in Las Vegas, Nevada. What? Suppose because of taxes, I guess. Suppose that's because of taxes. Right. AABBG. That's not very very easy. ERC token on Ethereum. Yeah, exactly. Okay. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out. Yeah, exactly. This is actually what I'm trying to figure out. This is actually on their own website? Like, why is there hype? That's funny. Yeah, I would like to know what is the difference between having a crypto backed by gold and an ETF or some kind of tracker that just tracks the price of gold, because I don't really see any advantage right now. If you could check out the new website, that would be great. Just need some advice on the project. What do you mean, Jamie? Welcome, by the way. What kind of website do you mean? And you're asking about Wolfie, or what are you asking? What are you asking, brother? Let's see. If you could check out the new website. What kind of new website? Let me know that. And Wolfie, do you mean the this Wolfie coin, or do you mean something else? Also, let me know that, because I'm not I don't know anything else related to Wolfie. It's like the dollar, but it was when it was backed by gold, but it's like Bitcoin instead. Yeah, I get it. I mean, it's just a stable, well, basically a stable coin which is backed by gold instead of fiat money. So I get that. But what is the advantage? This way, people who say Bitcoin has no value, but this token instead. Yeah. Okay. Again, yeah, I don't really see the value, the advantage of this coin compared to just following gold instead. Maybe because it's on the blockchain. I don't know. I don't see the thing. We just launched. So you're behind Wolfie? So you mean just this coin? This is a coin? Check it out. Wolfie, I suppose, token. I don't know you. So there's a big bad wolf in town. Let's go. Let's go. Right. What is your advantage? What is your advantage? What do you do? Decentralized, deflationary. Okay. Frictionless yield. Okay, so you're in the yield market. Right. Crypto memes. Okay. Interesting. It looks like a startup, or did you just push out your own coin? Are you trying to be like Dogecoin, or what is your goal with your coin? What is the massive idea behind this? Are you going to take over the world, or are you going to go ahead to aim on the yield part of things, or are you just going to be a crypto meme or meme? Make Wolfie break the internet. I like the words, but let me know what your plans are with this. So far, it looks like you had a nice run up. It's a very oh, I think someone just subscribed. I think in the corner of my left eye, I saw someone subscribing. So thank you for that. Thank you for that. Let's actually see. So it's very new, right, Wolfie? I mean, it's interesting, but I would like to know the idea behind it. If it's just a meme coin, then I don't... Honestly, personally, I don't really care about it, but I don't really care about Doge either, so... Let's see. I missed something, I think. Let's see. Can you list your top 3 Spax in terms of value in an era of beating up on Spax? Also, are all Spax required to start at $10 per share? I'll start with your second question. No, not all Spax are required to start at $10 per share. I think the only exception so far are the Spax from Bill Ackman, which are these ones. So PSTH is a SPAC that started trading at $20 per share, so basically everything is double. And instead of starting at 10, they started at 20. So they don't have to, but like 99% of the SPACs actually do start at $10 per share. And my top 3 SPACs in terms of value, I think, well, if you look at my own portfolio, I currently hold a ChargePoint, which of course right now is not a SPAC anymore, but it was a SPAC before. This was a SBE. And I definitely have still a lot of confidence in this company. There's a lot of value still behind this company. They already have nice revenue. They already have a lot of charging stations. They're pretty much a leader in the United States with regards to EV charging stations. So I really like that one. The counterparty or what do you call it? Like the competitor of Europe is TPGY, which is going to merge with EVBox. So that would definitely be in my top 3 as well, I think. Because this is a very safe play, I think. And I'm also having a few swing trades that I believe could be value SPACs, if you would like to call them that way. If you would like to ask me for a top 3, I think I'd be more bullish on FRX. This is a SPAC that's going to combine with the Beachbody, which is a connected fitness company. And this is a little bit like Peloton, but like the smaller version, if you will. So I kind of think that FRX can definitely be good as well. They already have solid revenue and they already have a proven track model. So I think I would be bullish on that. And maybe that's in my top 3 actually. So ChargePoint, TPGY, and FRX. And if you say, well, ChargePoint is not a SPAC anymore, I might include BFT. BFT is also a safer SPAC. It's a SPAC that's going to merge with PaySafe. And PaySafe already has a proven track record, a proven business model. They have just a solid niche they're focused on. They're focused on the payment platforms in what do you call it? In gaming. So that's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Okay. Launch a new website. Predictive platform. DeFi versus. Yeah, I get that. So what is your difference? Let's see. You said more things. It's not a meme coin. They said something about meme coins and Dogecoin. You looked at our old website. Our new one is Wolfie Street Bets, and we have developed a platform where you can predict on a DeFi Pulse index, outperforming S&P 500 over 7 days. Okay. Yeah, it's still hard for me to grab exactly the essence of your idea. So you're saying that you're focused on decentralized finance? What do you mean with a predictive platform? What do you mean with that? Is it like a futures platform? You're trading futures on the platform, or what? Sorry for not understanding. It's probably my lack of knowledge. I'm not that well versed in the entire crypto space, but yeah, I knew a thing or two, but not as much as you probably, right? So if you're a DeFi, I mean, what is your competitive advantage versus from major other DeFi companies like or platforms like Aave, for example? So I'd like to know that. But you're saying that I looked at the old website and the new one is Wolfie Street Bets. So let's first check out if this is something we might need. Know your Mimi. I cannot see the website, so I don't know what the website is. Allows Wolfie holders to stake Wolfie on it or Ethereum on the DeFi Pulse Index. I honestly don't know what this is, so that's my lack of knowledge, and I'm sorry for that, but I don't know what this is. It's just an index of like DeFi coins, or predictive platform, stake Wolfie. Well, I'm not going to read entirely through this. I am going to go to CoinMarketCap and see if you're located on there. If not, then yeah. Honestly, personally, I'm not very interested in it. Yeah, honestly, mate, I get it. I like it that you try different things. I like that you try to launch your own coin. But yeah, I'll leave it at that. Your thoughts on IRO? Let's see. That's like what's the other company? There's a very similar company I was invested in. These like cars with three wheels, right? I think. Let's see, financials. I want. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, cool. Yeah, I was in Solo, Electromechanica Solo. I'm not sure if you know that one. This one. It looks like it's trading together, so it's basically the same chart. Very similar. Don't really know a lot about this company. I was in Solo before, but just like a very short trade, like a very small swing trade. But that worked out pretty well. Didn't really look at IRO, to be honest with you. Whoa, Derek, thank you, man. Thank you for the $5. I really appreciate that. Wow. I appreciate that. Thank you. Wow. Okay. Any message? Anything you would like me to talk about? Thanks, Derek. I really appreciate that. That's very kind of you. So, IRO. What can I say about this? Well, I think these cars are quite funny. The use case. I see some use cases. I see the use case of like doing groceries with a car like this. Maybe for like pizza delivery or stuff like that. Maybe on like golf tracks, you can use these little cars to use them there. I definitely say market in there. I'm personally not the most bullish about these kinds of companies, these kinds of cars. I think they're funny, and you can maybe go into like sunny places. And I mean, I probably don't think these would go well in the Netherlands, for example. I don't think a lot of people would appreciate a car like this because I think it's open, right? They don't really have like something you can close. Maybe they do. Maybe they do provide that as well. But yeah, I think this is more like for sunny environments, you know. So I think it's nice. I think it's nice. I don't know about their financials, so that's something you can look at. Let's actually pull up. Why did I close Yahoo Finance? Why did I close it? I don't know. Let's take a look. Yeah, so about $270 million in market cap, and let's see if we can see a little bit of their what do you call it? Data, statistics, enterprise value, price to book, price to sales. So it looks like they don't really have a lot of revenue, if I just have to believe Yahoo Finance. That's something I would maybe check out, how much revenue they currently have, what they plan to do in the next coming years. So honestly, don't really have an opinion. According to Yahoo Finance, according to TradingView, they have their earnings tomorrow, if that's correct. Yeah, tomorrow. So check out the earnings of tomorrow, and yeah, definitely look at that. Look at the financials. So far, I think it's probably not a bad company to invest in. Probably not a bad one. I don't really have a fixed opinion. I think there's a pretty strong support though at this level. Because as you can see, the level came down, or the price action came down here. Same level, same level, same level here, same level here. So I think the $5.75 range is a pretty good support. And if it goes back there, then it might be an opportunity. So currently it's trading below this white line, which is the 55 EMA. And yeah, it seems to be staying below this, or between this range, between the 55 EMA and this level of $5.75. So that's the only thing that I can say. I think if it breaks out, if it closes above about like $7.10, I would guess, then I would be bullish for a nice move to the upside. But again, it's probably going to depend on the earnings tomorrow. Centa 5 wrong. Yeah, what about FII and merger with Elms? So I've only done the SPAC valuation video about that, and it's over here. So according to my valuation video, I'm not sure if you checked it out, but if you've taken a look at my valuation video, I kind of go into the entire explanation of why I believe the midpoint valuation of Elms is $22, more or less. And it's currently sitting at $10, so yeah, I would say that this could be an opportunity. Now, this was also focused on, well, the name is last mile solutions, right? So they are also focused on the last mile delivery. I think that's a massive, beautiful sector to be in. I think it's good to see that they focus on one particular niche on the last mile delivery solutions. I'm not sure if they're going to be like Workhorse, or that they're also going to install drones in the future for a package delivery. That would be a pretty epic combination, if you will. So that's also why I like Workhorse. So let's actually see if they have, I mean, I can't really remember if they already have some revenue. I think they already had some, but probably not a lot. Was this the company that had like a Chinese mother company, like a Chinese company above them, or was this a different company? Can't really remember. So is this the revenue? I think this is the revenue, right, Derek? I think they already have some revenue, right? Wait, is this? Ah, this is what I want. Yeah, exactly. Huh. Okay, so they don't really have a proven track record, so that's something I'm currently looking at. I'm not sure if you've seen one of my videos where I explain my current SPAC strategy, but I'm kind of changing my strategy a little bit to go from SPACs that have a good story and a good future, a potential future, to SPACs that do have a nice proven track record. Elms doesn't really have it yet, but well, they do expect to close or to ramp this up significantly. They expect to go to $3 billion in revenue in 2025. I mean, if they get there, and of course that's a big if, but if they get there, then I definitely think this is a good company to invest in. Because I mean, right now it's only going to, yeah, exactly. Let's see, the enterprise value. Enterprise value is only $1 billion. So yeah, I think this could be an opportunity. If you really believe in a company, then I definitely think it's not a bad company to invest in, but for the long term, it's not I would probably not recommend it. Of course, I'm not going to make any recommendations, but I probably wouldn't say this is a beautiful swing trade. This is a long-term stuff. 45K in pre-order, like 45K vehicles, like 45,000 vehicles, I suppose. So you mean that the pre-orders up to especially 2022 are all covered, and a part of 2023 as well? If that's the case, then I think it's an opportunity at $10 per share. I should pull it up, but yeah, if it's close to, FII. Yeah, it's close to net asset value of $10, then I don't think it's very risky, again, if you believe in the long term of this company. Let's see, let me go back a little bit with the question. I hope, by the way, that was a solid answer to your question. If you have more questions about that, Derek, then let me know. Let me know. Let's see, where was I? Thoughts on IRA, I talked about that. SPNV. What's up, Jeremy? SPNV. Supernova Partners Acquisition. Do they already have a target? They do? Huh, OfferPad. I heard about this. Ah, I think one of the one of the people in the Discord talked about this, if I'm not mistaken. By the way, if you want to join our Discord, It's for free. You can just go to nesami.com/discord. Let's just type it in for you for a second. So you can join it, and I'll show you a few things that you can get when you join. This is for free. You can just join by giving up your name and email address, and then you're going to get access to the Discord. Once you're in the Discord, if you go to Spax, then you can go to pinned messages, and there you're going to find my Spac guide, so like a video of 1 hour explaining how I do these valuation videos. You're going to get the sheet to calculate the Spac valuation, so like the Excel sheet I always use in my YouTube videos, and also a sheet that I just showed, so this sheet basically. And this is all just, yeah, for free. There's also a premium membership if you would like to join that. Then you can go to nesami.com/member, and then you can join for free. You can, or not for free, sorry. This is $10 per month, more or less. And there you get some additional research, some portfolio research, exclusive content, like additional videos, some extra chats, and there's a free trial of 1 month. So that can be something for you to look at. Anyways, what was I going to say about this? Kind of lost my train of thought. Oh yeah, someone was talking about OfferPad, I believe. Actually, SPNV. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so someone talked about this. That's actually, yeah, exactly. OfferPad seems like it's not doing great profit margins and positive EBITDA by 2023. Okay. Now I actually clicked it away. I didn't want to do that. Actually go back here. Let's go here. I don't know, but for some reason I have the feeling that I know this guy. Probably wrong, but... Okay, let's zoom out a little bit. Revenue. Okay, so they already have a proven track record, so I like that. $1.1 billion in revenue in 2020, so that's pretty good. And a 55% compound annual growth rate, which is pretty solid. Very solid, of course. The enterprise value is 2.3 or 2.4 billion, so it's not very expensive. Yeah, it's just a 1x multiple versus the I suppose in the market of, well, like homes, like, what do you call it, real estate. Sorry. In the market of real estate, I do think the multiples are a little bit lower. Yeah, exactly. If you look at the multiples of Redfin, Zillow, and Opendoor, you can also see that their multiples are a little bit low. You can see that the median multiple is 2.2x. The median, or sorry, the multiple of OfferPad is 1x. So you could kind of say that, well, if they are competitors to Redfin, Zillow, and Opendoor, if they are basically almost as good as these three companies, I suppose there are slight differences, of course, but if this is a pretty good company, then this could go to 2x as well, basically meaning that the stock price is going to double more or less. So I'm not sure what my entire exact target would be. I would need to pull up an Excel sheet for that, but I kind of think that it could double and probably more or less to $20 per share. I would not be surprised if that is going to happen within, well, I'm not going to put a time frame on it, but maybe it's not a good swing trade, but I think definitely a solid hold for the long term. Definitely think so. So yeah, I think I agree with you, Jeremy. I think it's a good buy. And of course, that's not financial advice. Thank you. What's your thoughts about Pdac? I did a valuation video for that as well. I did that actually during the live stream once, I believe. So that was a while ago. I think like 1 month ago, I was talking about Pdac. I think it was a light cycle, right? They are going to merge with. And I believe they didn't really have any revenue yet, but they are going to have quite some revenue. And the midpoint price per share was, according to my calculations, about $28. And of course, if they're currently trading at $11, then it's definitely undervalued. But again, I believe that's based on future performance of this company. And I believe they don't really have a proven track record just yet. So let me actually double check that, because I'm not entirely sure if that is actually correct. Financial overview, lifecycle projections. Yeah, exactly. So they don't really have any revenue yet, but they do expect to bump it up to almost $1 billion in 2025. So this is a story, or this is a company where you have to believe the story behind the company. And you can't really look at their past performance, if you know what I mean. So if you really believe in this company, if you believe in the like recycling of lithium ion batteries, then yeah, I suppose it could be an interesting opportunity. It could be, but again, they would need to prove themselves in the future. So if you are going to be in this company, I would suggest is a bad word, but I would say that it might be an idea to think about it long term and not short term. So those are my thoughts about PDAC. I hope that helps. See ya. And welcome, by the way. I believe a company like Tesla, NIO, Shell, BP, they can easily set up charging stations. And that's why I don't have long faith in only charging companies. What do you think? I understand where you're coming from. I would be afraid maybe if Tesla starts doing it. I don't really think Shell or BP is going to take... They are, of course, also in the EV charging stations. But I think that a company that is completely focused on one thing can pivot very much like quicker compared to companies like Shell and BP. Because Shell and BP already have a proven business model. They're focused on oil and other stuff and energy, etc., etc. And charging stations is not the only focus they have. It's a little bit like Tesla versus, I don't know, General Motors, right? General Motors has been a car company for a long time. You could say before Tesla happened, well, Tesla is right now upcoming, but we have General Motors, and General Motors is a very good company, and they're also going to go into the EV or in the electric vehicle space. So why would Tesla have a chance? Well, I think Tesla is just focusing on just one thing. They can pivot very quickly. They can innovate as fast as they can, as they want. So I think usually the what do you call it? Lean companies have an advantage here. You might like the book. Eric Ries, I believe. Eric Ries, Lean Startup. Yeah, exactly. Maybe check out this book. I like this. It was a little bit for my own business, but I kind of like it because what it talks about is exactly what I've just been talking about a little bit. That small companies that focus on one thing only with a lean business structure can pivot very fast and can scale way faster than legacy companies like Shell, BP. So that's why I think that companies like EVbox, EVgo, ChargePoint, Volta were just focused on producing electric vehicle charging stations. I think they're going to be doing better in the long term compared to companies that are also doing EV charging stations on the side as a side project, you know? So those are my thoughts about that. I hope I make that a little bit understandable. And again, if you would like to read this book, I liked the book. It was okay-ish. It was not the best book I've read, but it was not a bad book to understand a little bit the technique of lean companies. And I think honestly, for investors, this could be an interesting book as well. So yeah, The Lean Startup by Eric Ries. I recently launched a vaccine vehicle. Okay, that's cool. Yeah, that's cool. But yeah, again, keep in mind that is just going to be temporary, right? The vaccine vehicle or use case is of course very cool right now, but in 2 years, maybe we're not going to need IRO vehicles for that anymore. It's a little bit the same with this like drone company. I think it's called Zipline drones. Like I think these drones are also used, especially in Africa, I believe, for vaccines, not just COVID vaccines, but also like medicines in Africa, in Rwanda, I believe, especially. And it's pretty cool. But yeah, vaccines, or especially COVID vaccines, are just used right now. You know what I mean? And it's not going to be something that they're going to be doing for the next like 10 years, likely. They could, of course, pivot to like providing medicines, etc., etc. But yeah, I do think, by the way, that drones are going to be more useful for that than companies like IRO or cars like IRO and Electromechanica Solo. So especially with like vaccines, medicines, small packages, what else? Like, yeah, small packages, food delivery. I'm not sure if you know, like I'm currently invested in Ag Eagle. They're focusing on drones, like drone delivery. So they are focusing on package delivery. They are partnering with Valkyrie. They are having autonomous drones that can fly from like mailbox to mailbox. These mailboxes are provided by Valkyrie, which is a partner of Ag Eagle. And I think these drones are going to be used, like, not in a few years, probably in like, I don't know, 5 years, maybe more. These drones are going to be used way more for vaccine delivery, package delivery, small packages, food delivery, stuff like that. So yeah, I think companies like Airo could have a nice like short-term window opportunity for that, but not long-term, in my personal opinion. What do you think about ITP? What's up, David Thomas? Welcome. What is up? ITP. I don't know the company, and I honestly don't know which ITP to look at. Do you mean Pdac packaging? Because there are many tickers with the same, or sorry, there are many companies with the same ticker symbol. So let me know which one, but usually it's the upper one. Usually it's the upper one, but I don't know for sure. So let me know which company it is, please. Then I'll check it out. How about Hippo? That's the insurance company, right? What's up? Oh, you have a beautiful name. Let's see. Chandra Sekar? Huh, that's a difficult one. That's awesome, by the way. Welcome. How about Hippo Insurance? Yeah, I haven't really looked into it. Hippo, what is this Spax? Like RTP or something? Yeah, RTPZ. RTPZ. Let's see. This is the insurance, right? Yeah, home insurance. So this is a little bit like Lemonade, if I'm not mistaken. And this is, I believe, on my list to do a valuation video for. They already have a revenue, I believe, a solid revenue model. They seem to have, this is revenue? Let's see. Is this top line? Yeah, okay, so $405 million in revenue in 2020. And let's just pull up the transaction details over here. And let's see what we get. 5 billion in enterprise value, 6.2 billion in market cap, and I suppose they're still close to the $10 range. Yeah, exactly. Let's get rid of this, by the way. And let's also get rid of this. So let's see, let's go to the valuation benchmarking. Okay. Yeah. I'm trying to think out loud how much of an upside they have. I mean, it looks like they're already quite fairly valued if you take a look at the equity market cap of 6.2 billion with $400 million in revenue in 2020. I don't know, maybe, I'm not sure, it could go up a little bit. I mean, are they as big as Lemonade? I suppose not. But I'm not entirely sure, right? I'm not entirely sure. But if you do think that they deserve a similar multiple compared to Lemonade, then this could still go up like 50% more or less, a little bit more. But yeah, could go up. But yeah, I think this is one of these safer Spax. You know, this is one of these safer Spax. But I do think there might be better opportunities out there. But again, I think Lemonade is also quite overvalued maybe right now. So yeah, maybe it's an opportunity. I think I'm a little bit neutral on this, to be honest with you. I don't have a strong opinion about it. I think it's one of the safer Spax. And I think they might be close to Lemonade with regards to the financials. They have pretty, high premiums per policies. That's pretty insane, actually. Pretty insane. Numbers look pretty good. I'll be honest with you about that. So it doesn't look bad. It doesn't look bad. I'll leave it at that. I hope that was useful. How does one go about starting investing? What's up? The next investment. So it's a pretty cool YouTube name if you are starting with investing. So if you're really starting, and honestly, my channel might not be a good match for you, because honestly, I'm a little bit focused on more specific stocks and Spax, as they call it. But if you're a beginner, then you can maybe check out my beginner playlist. I made this one completely in the beginning of my YouTube career, so it's a little bit cringy for me to watch these videos. But I do have a beautiful thumbnails, by the way. Beautiful. I was actually having a lot of fun with these thumbnails in the beginning of my career. I'm not sure if you can call it that, but yeah, whatever. So you can, oh my god, look at this beautiful boy. Let's quickly go to another screen because I don't want to look at myself. You can maybe check out this list, Investing for Beginners. It's 6 videos with just some basic investing information. And some YouTubers you can follow, some stuff like about research. Yeah, maybe some other interesting videos that you can take a look at. So hopefully those are good. I would just do a lot of research. That would be my general disposition. Just do a lot of research and get educated. And just start somewhere. Just start. Start small, I would say. Start small. Don't put, if you have like, I don't know, maybe you have 10,000 you want to invest. I wouldn't put in 10,000 in once, but maybe put in 1,000 and see where it goes and see what kind of companies you like. Or maybe you want to go into ETFs. Just, yeah, check out these videos. Maybe they can be helpful. Maybe those can be helpful. What's up, Christian? Very general question. What's going to be the industry of the decade? Yeah, very good question, man. I wonder that myself as well. I think EVs are going to be even bigger, of course. But that might have already been the industry of the last decade, if you will. I personally am very bullish on drones. I like that as an industry. I think the drone industry is definitely something to look at, especially if they're going to be able to scale up, if we're going to have a beautiful drone network with all of these smart mailboxes of Valkyrie. Then I think drone delivery could be a massive market. So I think that could be a beautiful industry to look at, but it's very early. I'll be honest about that. It's very early. I think this is more like for like 5 years or maybe 10 years even. So that's definitely one thing to look at. What else do I like? So I haven't really done a lot of research in this myself, but I think hydrogen could be a potential option for clean energy. And right now, a lot of people are investing in hydrogen, but currently it's still very expensive to make, to produce, to store. So hydrogen right now does not seem to be the solution to clean energy. But I heard a lot of experts. I did an interview. I'm not sure if you've seen that one, but I did an interview with a guy from Portugal who was doing a lot of research into clean energy and the green economy, the bioeconomy. Let's see. Yeah, this interview over here, the green economy. So here we talk a little bit about hydrogen, and he believes that hydrogen can definitely be the future. Personally, I'm a little bit more skeptic because it's so expensive, and I've done a little bit of research, but currently it just seems to be too expensive to to invest in it right now. But it could be in a massive industry as well. I'm not sure if you know ARK Invest. If you do know ARK Invest, then please check out their big ideas of 2020. You can simply go to this website, ark-invest.com. Then you can go to their big ideas report. And I also did a video about this, by the way. Then you can check out what their massive industries, what their massive ideas are for, especially this year, but basically for the entire decade. Basically for their entire decade. And ARK Invest is just a beautiful institution to follow. So hope that's useful. Okay, let's see. What else do we have? Thank you very much. Tech Packaging. David Thomas. Yeah, I already talked about that. How's your portfolio doing? Sorry about that. Oh my god. I just choked for a second. So the last couple of... it's probably because my portfolio is not doing well. No, I definitely took a nice hit the last couple of, like, 1 month, I would say. Especially with regards to stocks. So currently my crypto portfolio is holding up very nicely. And crypto has been relatively steady, or actually has been going up while the stock market has been going down. And about half of my net worth is in crypto, is in Bitcoin, Ethereum, Chainlink, Aave, and Polkadot. So those are the 5 companies, or crypto, sorry, that I use. Oh wow, thank you for the $5, Bobby. I'll get to your question in a second, but it's just going to quickly finish this one. But thank you very much for your $5. And again, keep in mind that, yeah, if you want to support me and get some additional content, then you can also join the Discord for free for 1 month, and then it's going to be $10 per month. But really appreciate the $5. Gonna answer to you just in a second. So portfolio is stock portfolio down, crypto up. And next week I'm going to do probably an earnings call. I want to do an earnings call where I talk about my entire portfolio, how it's done over the last couple of months, and also my business, what it has been doing over the last couple of months, my plans for the future, for the short-term future, the long-term future. So that's something I'm going to do during the live stream of next week. And yeah, I'll talk a little bit more about that in my community tab and also on Discord, of course. So FMAC, what's up, Bobby D? Let's see. I don't know this one, so it's going to be a new one for me, I think. FMAC, what is this? Do they already have a target? Do they already have a target, Bobby? That would be my question for you. Because if they don't really have a target, then I honestly can't really tell you anything about this, because without a target, I don't really have a presentation to look at. I don't really have any numbers to play with. So honestly, I don't really have an opinion. I just have one opinion, which is it's close to the net asset value of $10 per share. So the downside risk until the merger closes is low. But it's actually kind of weird. I'm actually going to go to stock tweets to check it out, because they did have a nice spike over here, and I suppose that's not because they don't have a target yet. The rumor is Discord, really? Oh wow, that's actually funny, because I was just talking about Discord when you sent the $5, for which again I thank you. Discord, that would be epic. That would be honestly very epic. If that's the case, then I would be very interested. Actually, yeah. Let's see. So they don't really have the official target. And do we have anything other going on here? Hold my position. EA soon. Adding more tomorrow. Dropping $1 million on this tomorrow. Okay. Yeah, honestly, if it is Discord, then I would be bullish on it. But of course, I would need to see the actual investor presentation. I don't know what kind of revenue Discord is pulling in, so that is to be decided. If they actually do merge with Discord, I would be interested. Honestly, I would be interested. I love Discord, so that's pretty cool, actually. Cool. Thank you for sharing that with me. Okay, where was I? What's up, Nesami? MS? What's up, MS? First time checking in the live stream. Welcome. Welcome. I do these every week. Usually for like 1.5 hours, but today I'm going to cut it a little bit close, and I'm probably in 10 minutes, I'm probably going to be gone. So happy to have you here. Usually it's 2 hours earlier, but today I had someone over, so yeah, I wasn't able to do it at 6 o'clock my time, 6 p.m. And right now I'm doing it at 8 p.m. my time. But I appreciate you being here. I've been looking into Elastos. Let's actually check it out. Oh, that's crypto? Well, that's interesting. Pdac, okay, so they're not on the massive exchanges. You are talking about the crypto, right? Really bullish on the project. Well, sounds like a crypto. If you're talking about projects, and it sounds like okay. Okay, so it looks like a small project. Let's actually pull up CoinMarketCap. Where's my search? There's my search. What do you call it? Elastos. So a very small coin. Yeah, just small coin. I mean, yeah, 100 million sounds pretty okay, but small coin. I don't know the project. I like the graph. I do like the graph. I think it's a good graph. They actually, right now, today, have a nice little breakout. Because here we had resistance. Here we had resistance. Here resistance was tested. So I kind of think that if we close anywhere above like $5, then I do think there is more upside to go. You think this might be a giant sleeper. So what does it do? Can you tell me that? Elastos, like, projects or whatever. Elastos, welcome to the modern internet. Built on the modern internet. I suppose you mean blockchain? Suppose you mean blockchain. What is like the, if you would have to describe this to me in one sentence, what is it? What does it do? Decentralized governance model governed by the community and council. Yeah, I get that. Cyber Republic. What are you governing? I mean, it's interesting for sure. Funded, develop, learn. Yeah, I would play the video usually, but I'm not going to play the video right now. But let me know what like is the punchline of this project. Currently, personally, by the way, I don't really invest short term in this kind of, or these kind of cryptos. I definitely think there are opportunities, and this could definitely be an opportunity for sure. But personally, I'm just sticking with the major proven track records coins like Bitcoin, Ethereum, Chainlink, Aave, and Polkadot. Well, maybe Polkadot doesn't really have a proven track record, but I do think I'm just bullish on the guy behind it, Gavin Wood. You should watch the short video about them on YouTube. So I suppose this is the short video, I guess. Let's just click on it. This is probably the video, right? I'll check it out later after the live stream. So thank you for letting me know. Thank you. What about Black Sky? I did a video, a valuation video for it. It's SFTW, right? If I'm not mistaken. I'm not 100% sure if that's the case, but Black Sky. Yeah, SFTW. SFTW. So according to my valuation video, it was about $19 in midpoint valuation. In that case, it would be what do you call this? It would be an opportunity. But again, this is a company that is very much focused on long-term stuff. So they don't really have any revenue for the next coming years, I believe. I think even like 2 or even 3 years, if I'm not mistaken. If it's still a little bit in my memory. My memory is not awesome, but it's something. Okay, I'm a little bit mistaken. So they actually do have a revenue, a little bit. Well, a little bit. It's all relative, right? 15 million, 22 million, 46 million. So yeah. Yeah, if you believe in the future of this company, then I do think it could be an opportunity. Let me put it that way. And I think I say that with a lot of companies or a lot of SPACs right now, because many of these SPACs are the same. They have some kind of revenue, but they're expecting to scale up very quickly in the future at like 100% annual compound annual growth rate. And of course, if that's actually going to be the case, then right now it's a good deal. And if that's not going to be a case, then yeah, then maybe it's not such a good deal. Because I think they're already, yeah, they're valued at about 1.5 billion in market cap and 1.1 billion in enterprise value. So if you purely look at the revenue right now, you would say, oh my god, it's way overvalued. But if you look at the value of like 2023 or 2024, then you're like, oh, it's pretty good deal. So again, if you believe in a company long term, I think it's an opportunity. But I'll leave that up to your capable hands. I'm going to go a little bit quicker through the questions, also to wrap it up. Let's see. Thoughts on FTCV. No thoughts yet, but eToro I like. Safe SPAC, proven business model, bullish on the long term, on the short term you're asking. Lol, okay. How short term? Like very short term, or like a couple of months? Let's see. FTCW. Why do I say W? What the hell? Let me very briefly scroll through this investor presentation. So transaction summary. Implied market cap about 10 billion. Enterprise value is so like 9.5 billion. I want to see your revenue. Registrations. Overview. I think you already had like 1 billion in revenue, right? If I'm not mistaken. Where are you? This is it. Revenue. Yeah, but I want to look. Yeah, no, yes, no. Where's your projections? Where are your look at that. That's what I want. This is what I want. Yeah, okay, so they already have about, well, they expect to have about $1 billion in revenue this year. They had $600 million in revenue last year. And I do think they can scale up quickly. You can also see there's a massive jump between 2019 and 2020. So that's a good proven track record, if you ask me. So currently it would have a price to sales ratio of about 10. I'm not sure if they included a valuation benchmarking. Yeah, exactly. This is what I want. Okay. Okay. So if you would like to compare this rather with companies like, well, these major high growth fintech companies, then you could make the case that currently eToro is sitting at a EV to sales ratio of 9.7x, high growth median of 26.2x. So you could make the case it's like 2.5 times undervalued. You know what I mean? So then it would go to more or less like $25 per share. So I kind of think that I think this is one of the safer plays, one of these safer Spax out there. They did take some companies that are highly valued, in my personal opinion, like Shopify, maybe, I don't know. Lemonade is probably a little bit highly valued right now, but yeah. I think it's an opportunity. You ask short term. How short term? I think I can't do any technical analysis on a chart that's this young. I just cannot. So I think we might see. Honestly, I can't say anything useful about this. Honestly, I can't say anything. Yeah. I need to be honest with you. I don't know about the short term. I think it's likely undervalued if I look at the numbers. If you take into account they're going to have $1 billion in revenue. If you take into account that they're currently valued at about, well, currently a little bit more, of course, but like 12 billion more or less, then it could be an opportunity. I'll say that. Is there an area industry in which Euro markets can be more bullish than USA ones? That's a good question, Christian. I haven't really thought about that. I'm trying to come up with markets, but I can't really think of something. I don't have an answer for you. I don't really have an answer for you right now. But it's a good, interesting question, for sure. I'm personally mainly looking at the US as well, because yeah, those are like the major companies are focused on the US. So sorry, I don't really have a good question for you. Do we get access to your Google Doc? Yes, you do. With the free premium member, the free membership, you get access to it. So you get access to this sheet, you get access to a video on YouTube, which of course everyone has access to. And you're also going to get access to the other sheets. So I'll just quickly pull it up. This one. So that's just a sheet that I personally use, and you can just plug in your own numbers in these yellow boxes basically to come up with your own valuations for a company. So this is all included if you join the Discord for free again. Okay, I hope that makes sense. Let's see. Can you please make valuation videos on stocks other than Spax? Yeah, so good question, and thank you for suggesting that. I'm going to talk a little bit more about this next week as well, and I'm going to do my earnings call, if you will. But I do want to transition a little bit from Spax to stocks, well, just regular stocks, you know? Because I do kind of think that the SPAC market is a little bit oversaturated right now, and I think that we might have seen the top of the SPAC bull market. I think so. So that's why I'm going to probably transition from making content mostly about SPACs to making more content about especially the stocks that I have in my portfolio. So these ones that are on the screen right now, these purple ones basically. I want to make more content on those. The problem with my channel, I have a relatively small channel and I can't really reach an audience when I make videos about Tesla, for example, because too many people are focusing on Tesla. There's too much competition for me on YouTube to talk about Tesla. So I could, for example, talk a little bit more about like ChargePoint or maybe eHang or maybe Pdac. I think it's also still an opportunity. Ag Eagle, Upwork, View, Workhorse. So there are still definitely some companies I can talk about. But I do think if I would like to talk about Tesla, for example, then it's going to be a little bit more difficult. You're talking about, yeah, Beyond Meat, Apple, Palantir. Yeah, these are not stocks that I personally own, so I'm not sure. I'm probably going to focus a little bit more on my own stocks because those are the stocks that I want to do Discord, or sorry, I just saw the word Discord, that I want to do research on. So I would like to share that research with all of you on YouTube and also on the on Discord. And by the way, all my real life, all my real time research, I share my research with the premium members as well. So I'm probably first going to focus on my own stock portfolio, and then if I'm kind of like if I'm fed up with all those videos, then I'll likely transition to a little bit more like the popular stocks. But again, also in these examples, Beyond Meat, Apple, Palantir, these are highly what do you call it? There's a lot of competition on YouTube for these stocks. If I make a video about Apple, it's very unlikely that it's going to get a lot of views because there are just so many people competing for the same. When you have a small channel, it's very difficult to compete with bigger channels. If you have a big channel like Meet Kevin or Graham Stephan or Financial Education or Andre Yick, then if you do make a video about Apple, it's going to do well because a lot of people are going to see it. But if I make a video about Apple, not a lot of people are going to see it. That's just unfortunately how YouTube works. So I always need to look at, I can actually show you. For example, type in, I don't know, like Apple stock. I have this tool which is called vidIQ, and there's a this like list of numbers that gives me. It's actually saying that the competition for Apple is low, so that's interesting to see. So it seems like there's low competition and pretty solid volume, so the amount of search results is quite high. That's pretty good to see. So I actually didn't expect to see these numbers for this entry. So yeah, I could maybe make a video about it. But yeah, I suppose if you type in just Apple, exactly, then the competition is going to be very high. The volume is going to be very high, and there's just no way that I am going to appear in these search results, you know? So if I make a video about, I don't know, like TPGY stock, you know? Many people are searching for this. Then I do actually have the opportunity to arrive like in the top of the search results. It's actually funny to see that one video of mine of 3 months ago is doing better than a video of just 1 week ago. Anyways, that's just a little bit of the background information about how YouTube works. Yes, crypto should watch a video. Yeah, I'll check out the video. Thank you, MS. Own your data. Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. Hard to explain in short. Cool. Thanks anyways. We'll have time to figure it out. Yeah, you mean the Euro versus US, right? Yeah, definitely. Thanks for your precious analysis too. Thank you. I appreciate that. I'm not sure if it's actually precious. I honestly, I just have been starting like 1 year ago, you know? I've been in the stock market for 1 year, so I don't really have a lot of experience just yet. You know? There's a contest for young economic YouTubers. I saw that. I'm actually following Dumb Money as well. And I heard about the challenge or the contest for young YouTubers. But I believe they said that they were looking for people who are not on YouTube just yet. And they are thinking about going on YouTube, if I'm not mistaken, right? I think we were also talking about taking on people from TikTok who are very popular on TikTok and people who would like to transition from TikTok to YouTube. So one good example is probably Robin Hood Kids. This is a girl, very attractive girl, by the way, but let's not talk about that. She's doing very well on the stock part of TikTok. So I think those people would maybe be more interested in the contest. And I think it's more focused on that, right? So people who are not on YouTube yet, but would like to be. So personally, I don't think I'm going to apply for that. I like to do everything on my own. I like to prove to people that I am able to build something on my own instead of using the money from other people. But it's definitely a good suggestion. So thank you for that, Christian. Thank you for that. But I do hope you explain or you understand my point of view. So yeah. Cool. All right. I think I'm going to go ahead and log off. I'm going to play a game with my friends. I'm going to play Valheim, if you know that game. actually a pretty funny game if you're into gaming. I'm not really a gamer myself, but yeah, we've been playing for a few weeks now. It's pretty cool. So I'm going to hop on to that game. Again, if you would like to join the channel, just go to nesami.com/discord. Again, you can join for free. It's not going to cost you anything. Well, it's actually going to cost you time, and it's going to cost you to plug in your name and email address. And if that's everything, if that's all right, then yeah, you're going to get access to the Discord channel, to the sheets that I use. Again, the spec valuation sorry, not cheat, well, also cheat, and the other sheets that I've mentioned. So I hope that makes sense. So again, thank you very much for being here. I really appreciate it always. I mean, not a lot of people show up for the live streams, but I don't care. I really like seeing just a couple of people coming back for the streams. I see some people, some of you have been in here for a few other times. I think MS, you have been here for another time as well, if I'm not mistaken. So it's awesome to see people come back. I really appreciate that. And I appreciate your time. So thank you very much for your time. I hope you're going to have a beautiful rest of your Sunday. If you still have a long day ahead, have a beautiful day. If not, have a beautiful evening. And yeah, hope to see you in the Discord and hope to see you in the next live stream. Next week, I'm going to talk a little bit about my earnings, my portfolio, my business updates, and hope to see you there as well. Okay? All right, thanks again, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.